Those are ruined. Anyway, sorry, I'm just so emotional because I worked so hard to like preserve this stuff.
Welcome to Mapperton, our family home and estate in Dorset in the southwest of England.
Julie and I took over running Mapperton a few years ago from my parents, the Earl and Countess of Sandwich.
It's a lot of work, but also a lot of fun. This place is full of fascinating stories, extraordinary people, and endless repairs.
So please join our family on this journey of a lifetime as we put all our efforts into preserving this magnificent part of England's heritage. What a week this has been at Mapperton. I would say it's been one of our worst.
Yeah, definitely I'm one of our worst. I'm protecting myself from the wind, but also I need to sit down because I'm so exhausted.
Coming up in this episode, you will discover why there is no longer an eagle up there. We have lost one of our eagles, and we thought that was bad, but then this morning we woke to a biblical flood and storm, and
I've been in tears most.
Julie's been in tears.
Most of the day.
I've been carrying a mop, and if that wasn't enough, we've had the leak at Marsh Farm. So we've got water leaking in, but then we've got water leaking out because people have not had water at one of the farms here at Mapperton because there's been yet another leak.
Yeah. I think it's been really hard and exhausting. And today I had a hard day. So I mean, I still am, you can probably hear it in my voice, I'm still a bit sort of shaken up, and I'm exhausted.
I'm trying to not make light, but to be a little bit more stoical about things, because this is just the nature of these places, that sometimes
this is not Downton Abbey, everybody.
Stuff happens and it's not fun.
No.
And you know, where we live is also somewhere that we work, and it's also in deepest West Dorset, which is getting more and more prone to serious storms. In fact, I can feel the rain
now.
coming now.
Oh
We've just been clearing up.
It's unbelievable.
Just to
literally water is following us everywhere.
To cheer us up quickly before we have to call this a day, I thought we should have a historic house word of the day. Julie, can you face a historic house word of the day?
Okay.
Today?
I mean, I can. I'll face it.
What
is it?
I was weighing up two words today. One was a really simple one: lead. Historic houses have a lot of lead, and today the lead has let us down.
At least you're making me laugh.
Particularly houses from this period. There's a lot of flat roofs. Flat roofs are not great for leaks. How did they cope with keeping the rain out? They put lead down. And then they have what's called lead flashing, which is the join of the lead that points down. And so when the rain comes down, it doesn't leak.
Can you see
But when the gutters are all backed up and the water is piling back up the gutter and the whole thing is flooding, the water gets under the lead flashing and gets down into the house, which is what's happened today. But we've got so much going on at Mapperton at the moment. Obviously we've been fixing the Eagle, we've got the leak at Marsh Farm, we've got Julie getting ready for a yoga retreat.
At the same time, everybody. At the same time. That'll be another episode, but...
Another episode.
I mean, oh my gosh.
It's been non-stop.
Now, you said you were going to try to cheer me up.
But at least, yeah, we did do one thing that was fun. I taught Julie how to play conkers. Conkers was the greatest fun as a child in the autumn, or the fall, as you say. And it's quite a vicious game, a bit like that croquet episode that you might have seen. and I'm quite a competitive conquer
He
player.
was trying to cheer me up after everything that happened.
So we did at least, you know, with all the things going on, there was that which was
is
quite
on this
entertaining,
episode.
which is
So-
coming up on this episode
Yeah.
as well. I think before we go into some of the content, let's just say another big thank you to everybody watching, to all of you subscribers. If you're not subscribed, press the button, please. We're
Yeah.
really grateful. It really helps
really
support
helps
Mapperton.
watching these
We've
videos.
we've got
Please.
so many unexpected costs now due to the storms, due to the eagle, that it really helps us with
Yeah.
our work here. And
And then also just a huge thank you to our patrons, to our Mapperton Live patrons who have been just absolutely incredible. It's an amazing community. Please do consider being a part of the Mapperton Live patron community, have live Q&As. We let them know even in more detail what's going on here. And all of our patrons are just so supportive of what we're doing, and especially now of what's recently been happening.
it's a lovely community. Thank you to our patrons. They also get lovely gifts as well.
Yep.
What do they get these days?
Mapperton tea towels, magnets,
tea towel,
bookmarks,
etc.
limited edition prints. Yeah.
And a lovely community of people all coming together to help us with this project. And my goodness, we need help on weeks like this.
I think I've gone crazy.
So I'm here with Raymond in front of the house, and we've had a bit of an overnight catastrophe, which is that the wind and the storm have finally got this to the moment where the eagle, which is a pair of eagles, the first thing that you see as you come to the front of the house, has fallen. The eagle has fallen. I think that's the code word for something quite important. But anyway, Raymond, it's not the code word for anything important here. It's the code word for something fairly disastrous. So
Yeah.
what's the plan?
What's happened is the eagle, when it was made, it's on an iron armature, and so the iron goes down into the legs, which are bolted down to a plinth, and the iron's corroded away, and it's just let go, and the weight of the eagle's just pulled it away from being upright.
So straightforward rusting of
Yeah.
the central
yeah, that's right, that armature.
armature that holds the eagle up.
Yeah, so up through the legs. So what we got to do is to rest the front of it by building a small square to make sure it doesn't fall, and then we can get a hoist on it and lift it away as we saw off the other one that's
So
broken.
first step is to make it safe.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Second step is get a hoist,
Yeah.
lift the whole thing off,
Yeah.
and then it's going to have to go
It'll have to
and
go-
be repaired.
Yeah.
And this is yet another sizable
Yeah.
Mapperton
Yeah.
restoration project. And it's one of those things, I talk about them in these videos, that you simply can't predict. You wake up one morning and suddenly something big has
Yeah,
happened.
that's right.
But Raymond, we're lucky to have you. Darren's going to be giving you a hand as
Yeah,
well, isn't he?
Darren's he's got lots of other gear, lifting gear and things, and we've got a farmer on standby with a Manitou, which will come and just...
With a what?
A Manitou.
A Manitou, manatee. I thought that was
No.
an animal that lives off the coast of Florida.
Yeah, well,
It's a Manitou, not a manatee.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Manitou is like a huge, big farm tractor with an extended arm. It's
Right.
got two teeth on the end, two forks, and we can get underneath it, cushion it, and lift it off.
And lift it off that way.
Yeah.
And then where are we going to put it?
Well, we'll put it somewhere where very, very safe,
Right.
where we can work on
Right.
it, lock it up and
Well,
safe.
I think I'm going to have to leave you with your Manitou.
Yeah, well, we haven't got him not yet.
All right,
We-
well,
we-
later
yeah,
on.
Yeah.
And because I can see we've got people looking to come into the Halloween trail, so we've got to get out the way
Yeah.
and let them through.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Raymond.
That's all right.
And on we go.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Look at Darren's hat.
I tell you what it is. You've been so frustrated over the years, you've just sort of taken it off and whacked it down enough times. It's just come to pieces.
But I've got one of many and they all look the same.
They're all the same, do they? Well, we've got a little bit further, I think. It looks like actually a lot further because you've put up a kind of timber brace to hold the eagle so that the eagle is not going to fall all the way to the ground.
And that's correct, yeah, because we've put the brace in because obviously it's leaning forward and there's 2 brass nuts on the backside,
Right,
which obviously I've now undone,
right.
hoping it was going to tip forward.
And it hasn't.
It hasn't, which is good.
Okay, good from a health and safety
Point of view, yeah. But now we've got to
Get it off.
dissect the eagles by cutting his ankles.
You've got to dissect the eagle.
Well,
Oh my
we've got to
goodness.
we've got to cut the ankles to lift the eagle down,
Right,
and then obviously we've got to figure out how we can take the plinth off,
right,
because that's been resined down to the cap.
right,
So we need to the eagle needs to be out the way,
right.
so we can assess on how to get the cap off.
So step 1, get the eagle off.
Yep,
Step 2, get the plinth off.
get the plinth off. The plinth might have to be sacrificed, and we
Right.
might have to end up making a new plinth.
Rebuilding a plinth.
Yeah.
It's beginning to sound expensive.
Assess.
And you're feeling confident about that operation?
Yeah, lifting it down is not going to be not much.
Anything could go wrong?
No, nothing can go wrong.
Nothing can go wrong. And the lovely thing about Darren is when he says nothing can go wrong, I really believe him.
Yeah.
Darren, thank you. I better let you get on.
That's okay.
All right.
Thank
Cheers then.
All right, Raymond.
Hello.
Hi. So the eagle is safe and sound, isn't it?
Yeah, the eagle's landed, as they say. See, it was a boat, part of the armature of the thing.
Right.
He was leaded in, molten lead, and that's corroded off. Yeah, that's the foot on the footprint there that was on top of the stone. That iron rod there was part of the armature that went up through his leg into his belly, sort of thing, and up through to his frame.
This is really where the damage is, right, Raymond?
Yeah, that's right. That's where his feet came out of the back of him.
His feet came out. Oh, so these bits go right up into the belly, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. And they go up through to the breast up here and hold the wings.
So
And
it goes
it's
right up.
It's like a frame inside.
Yeah, it's like a frame inside.
And you can see that someone years ago had gone in through this eagle. They've
Oh,
cut.
yes.
See, he's had surgery before.
He has had surgery before.
Um,
So how heavy do you think it is?
I expect it's probably nearly 200 weight. I expect.
200 kilograms?
What's 200 kilograms?
200 kilograms is like 440 pounds.
No, this is about 200 and something pounds.
Oh, 200 something pounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice looking fellow,
He
isn't
is
he?
a good looking fellow, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right. Bon voyage, but just for hopefully a couple months.
Yeah, I think it will be.
This week's episode is sponsored by Le Chameau. And today I am wearing my Le Chameau Light Explore 7-inch. Now, usually you see me in wellies, but today I've been working all around the estate at Keeper's Cottage, our restoration that we're doing there, and various bits. In fact, you can probably hear lots of noise going on. So there's lots of work going on. But I love, love, love these boots, and in particular, the socks. So these are the ultimate Le Chameau comfort socks to go with your boots or your wellies. And what I love about these boots in particular, they're lace locking, you can see that. And they're made from environmentally friendly Terracare, full grain leather, and then combined with 5-layer Le Chameau LCX technology, which is, and very important, guaranteed to be 100% waterproof and breathable. But then look at this, everybody. This is the ultra light Michelin OC sole, which enables this incredible grip and traction, and making them really suitable for the toughest of terrain, which we actually have a lot of here at Mapperton. So we've got a discount code down below, a special discount code for, you can see mine are very, very worn in. I have worn these a ton. We have, but they are made much more comfortable with this ultimate comfort sock. And we've got a special code down below just for our subscribers here on our YouTube channel, so do check it out. I mean, I have to say, these make my feet very, very happy.
Last week, we woke up to discover that one of the eagles had fallen over because it had rusted away. And sometimes at Mapperton it feels like every morning there's a bit of trepidation because you never know what's happened. Anyway, the eagle is being repaired, but this morning I got up and I've gone round to do the curtains, and it's been absolutely pouring with rain. But the rain ought to be on the outside, not the inside. But look at this. Oh dear. Oh dear. We've got rain coming through. We've got a huge puddle. You can see the puddle that has been created all along this boxed area and actually down onto the floor, as I've just come through and discovered that actually it's coming through a part of the ceiling here where we have this bay window, and I had to take down a picture that was getting soaked, and I've pulled up the carpet. I've got towels everywhere, and you can hear that the drips continue. So the next stop for me is to go up and see if we've got some sort of flood up above on the lead roof. Oh dear, it's just absolutely never ending. Now the place where I think it's coming in is somewhere here. So I'm going to have to climb out of the window. Now I can see that drain is very full of leaves. So it's possible that this all just backed up and the water got in under the lead flashing here. It may be as simple as clearing the leaves from the drain. Yeah, you see it drains out through there and then down into that downpipe, which you can just see, and then all the way down. Sometimes the water has backed all the way up in that, and I can see actually that downpipe is blocked. I don't know whether you can see this. If I zoom in, you can see a little drip that is actually the top of the pipe is full. So any more water that's going into that is just going to pour off the end of it, which means the bottoms of these pipes have to be cleared, and that is undoubtedly part of the reason. So I suppose the good news is that the problem isn't too difficult to rectify, I hope, but in the meantime we've got major water problems down below.
This is Julie behind the camera. Obviously I'm a bit upset. This is all of our kids, like from when they were at birth, all their school stuff. Luckily, most of it was in plastic containers, so it's been saved. But you can see the amount of water that Luke has already put up. And I'm emotional because if I go in here, this is where I teach yoga. You can see There were some boxes that still got wet and had like letters that need to be dried out. And then if we go into here, this is where I'm drying out one of our children's stuff. Didn't do so well, and it's like all of his artwork. So I'm trying to dry it out in here in this dry part of the cellar. So I get emotional because it's the kids' stuff. Sorry.
It's going to be okay. The pets are safe. Most other things are safe. We're safe.
Okay, I managed to clear out the storage room here that I'm looking at. I'll flip the camera around. So that's all cleared out. I put it into where I do and teach live yoga. I got quite emotional because I would see boxes that would say, like this one down here, that would say Emma and Jack artwork. And I just think, please don't let it be another child's artwork, because we know that that's just basically made with like construction paper, and they're handwritten letters to you, you know, for Mother's Day. And some of those I already have seen from another child. And those are ruined. Anyway, sorry, I'm just so emotional because I worked so hard to like preserve this stuff. And it was just such a bad storm last night, and it's just gone through where it could. And so, you know, and plus I have to get ready for a back-to-back yoga retreat. And so I have to clean all of the yoga mats. Don't think those have been leaked on, but I do need to clean them and get the whole coach house ready. That will be on another episode. So we have 22 people overall, so I just have to get ready for that. And this is why today was supposed to be that day, and then the flood has just, the leak has just, and the flood has just taken up my life. So, but listen, I'm counting my blessings. It could have been worse. It could have all been ruined. It could have been much, much worse. And, you know, I guess my heart goes out to those of you who have had floods. I know all around the world, and in particular, because I'm American in America, horrible flooding where you've lost, you know, all of your memories. So mine's just, you know, really nothing to compare that to. So, but I am just emotional, and my heart goes out to everybody else who's had to go through something emotional where things have been lost. So anyway, onwards and upwards. I still have a lot more to do down here, but yeah, it's the latest for me and down in the cellar.
So I thought it'd be fun today if I showed Julie how to have a conker fight.
That's so not fun.
Because
this is like a cocaine
this
patch.
was
not fun. Not
the
fun.
greatest thing that we would
Not
do
fun.
as kids this time of the year.
Not fun.
And what the first thing is,
Not fun.
you're quite competitive though, so you probably want to listen.
But the first thing is
The first thing is you got to find a good conker, okay? So
what makes
basically
a good conker?
your conker is going to
Tell
go.
everybody, what does make a good conker
It's
according
going
to Luke?
it's going to go on a piece of string.
Okay.
Yeah? And then you're going to flick it to try and break the conker of the other person. Yeah, it's just
So you just
fantastic
whip it.
fun.
You're just whipping
Well, you
it.
sort of flick it as a technique. So first thing, find a couple of conkers, because you probably need, let's find 3 conkers each that we think we might want to use
do they need to be
for our
big,
conker
small?
fight.
What?
I would go for, you could try a couple of different ones, not really small. So let's have a look.
This is,
Oh look, I got a good
I
one.
don't get it though. This
I
is
got a
like
good
the
one.
croquet match. Okay.
Right, now we've got to go off and prepare them and get ready for the battle. Excited?
All these English.
She's not
we're
excited.
Not excited.
Not
It's like
excited.
croquet
Not
again.
excited.
All right.
Right. Julie's got her conkers. She
Got my
thinks
3.
I think you're feeling.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
She's feeling quite confident that she might actually win this.
Yes. Because
But she's never played conkers before. Right.
Okay.
What we need to do now
Yeah.
is
Try not to
there
steal that.
There are a couple of techniques here for hardening your conker, because if you think about it, in a conker fight where you're bashing one conker against another, the harder conker is likely to come out on top.
Okay.
And so the question is, what can we do to harden it? And there are a few techniques.
Really?
The first thing though is to select your conker. So,
Oh, do you only pick one?
well, we're going to pick one out of these 3. We're
Okay.
going to back
Okay.
up.
So I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do this flat one.
I'm going for weight and size.
That-
Some people say
Yes.
that one thing you can do to a conker
What?
is to boil it in vinegar.
Okay, we're not going to do that.
We're absolutely doing that.
What?
So, in go the conkers. Well, you do, actually, you know what? You don't have to do that on your one. You can just have yours just as it is. Mine is going to be boiled
Okay.
in vinegar. Right,
It's like,
here we go.
just like,
It needs to kind of stew there for a while. Now, other people also put the oven on.
and our aga isn't working, by the way.
And we put the conker in the oven to bake it. So I'm going for a combination vinegar baked conker. What's your,
Well, I
what's
wanted
your
to put it in
choice?
the aga, but I don't want it.
No.
I'm just going to keep it as is.
She's going to go for
Yeah, I'm gonna
a
keep it
simple,
natural.
conker
Yeah, I'm not doing
without
any of this
special
stuff.
effects.
No.
I've heard of another technique.
Okay.
Came from our cameraman Chris. He said nail varnish. Yeah, you
Okay,
tempted by nail
but I
varnish?
don't paint my nails, so.
You don't paint, have you not got any nail varnish?
No.
Maybe Chris has got some nail varnish. Right. Oh, mine is boiling away. Look at this. Hooray.
Okay.
Excellent. And so.
So turn the oven off. Unless
No,
you're
the
gonna,
oven's on. It's going to bake in the oven.
He's
So I'm
gonna
just
put it in
letting it boil.
vinegar.
We would then create a hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, here's a drill that I brought to do that.
This is like a
So-
dangerous game.
So I'm just going to drill your hole.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've now
Yeah.
got a hole through there. And what we then need
I
to
mean,
do.
what do children do? Do they have drills at home?
I
don't
don't
think
know
so.
what we did. We did something undoubtedly quite dangerous. Right, then you need your piece of string.
Okay.
Always cut away from you. And we've got your piece of string, we've got your hole.
I like how he's having a competition with me, but he's doing the whole thing for me.
Well, I know because.
Okay. It's really smelling vinegary.
Yeah, this
here.
is the smell. I remember this smell from my childhood.
Okay.
Right, here we go.
Okay. Okay, it's really boiling.
There you go. Look, look, look. Now you can do this bit. You've got to do a big thick knot on this end so that it doesn't.
Okay.
Okay, right. I think, right, you do that. I'm going to have to put mine in for about half an hour. So we're going to have a pause for half an hour.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and get my conker.
Okay, see you
How
in
does that
30
sound?
minutes, everybody. Happy
Okay, wait.
Saturday. This is what we do on our Saturdays, right?
So I'm taking this out and I'm sticking it in the oven.
I'm ready to go.
Here is a baked, boiled, vinegared conker. This is a fine conker,
Awful.
a champion conker,
Okay, I'm getting ready.
a conker ready for a contest. Let's just do my little drill.
Certainly doesn't look any harder than mine drilling through it, FYI.
Well, there we go. These are ready. Now we've got to go and choose. No, you can't
hot.
touch mine. We've got to go and choose
What? I
the
thought we're done.
stadium for our contest. I think we'll do it out in,
Okay.
in the back.
Honestly, this
Okay.
is
Let's
what
go.
I have to put up with.
Let's go. May the best conker win. So, technique, one of us has to hold the conker like that,
Okay.
and the other one has to go like this.
Oh.
And you sort of
No.
flick down. Yeah, so the longer your piece of string, the less chance there is that I'm actually going to whack your
I didn't
finger.
even like this game.
So,
What
hold
about
tight.
the wind?
Okay, so I'm going to go for the first one. You ready?
Okay.
Yeah, I hit it. It was a good hit, but nothing has happened.
I
Right,
don't really
your turn.
understand this.
Okay, you'll go. So you got to give it a good. Yeah, you haven't got the technique.
I've never played this game
You
before.
haven't got the technique.
This is not how I want to spend my
Okay, that's better.
Saturdays.
That's better. That's good. That's good. Okay. No. Okay. Okay.
That was good. I hit
It was decent. You hit it. Okay. Right. Hold it down. Okay. Oh, that was nearly a massive strike, but I don't see any damage at
No.
all.
I think we
Nothing.
might be here a while, everybody.
Okay.
You might want to fast forward.
Here we go. Okay, come on.
Okay.
Yeah, you just got to get. It's like a good uppercut.
Okay.
You know.
There you go.
You got it.
Okay, I
You
did
got
get
it.
it.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh,
just-
this is what you played? This is so boring. There, okay.
Oh.
Thank goodness he won.
Do you know what? I
It's
think
here.
we both
Oh, did yours
we
fall off
both
as well?
lost.
Oh my
We
gosh.
both lost.
No, we
But
both
look
won.
at this. This was a magnificent hit from me. Absolutely
I mean,
destroyed her conker.
but you destroyed yours as well.
Yeah, mine
so
just
we both-
happened to come off at the end.
So should we call it a, what do you call it? We call
No,
it,
no.
I call it a tie, you call it a draw.
I don't know. I call that
A tie.
a complete
a draw.
victory.
No.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. I don't know
Yeah,
why you can't
anyway.
eat these.
You wanna
Anyway,
Play again next year?
No.
So, what did you think of the Conker game?
Well, you definitely cheered me up, so
But
thank
you
you.
lost.
I don't mind.
doesn't-
It was just sort of, you know.
You didn't mind losing croquet. She doesn't mind losing conkers.
No, you cheered me up because what
I
a week.
smashed your conker.
What a week we've had. So I think that was really, for me, that cheered me up, and that's what I needed. So thank you for doing that and making me go out and find a conker and play that match and lose graciously, which is what I did.
Mostly graciously. Not every week at Mapperton is like this. We've actually got some exciting things coming up. You've got yoga retreats this week. So that's happening. People are coming to stay.
So that will be a future episode when people come here to stay at Mapperton. It only
Possibly.
happens twice a year.
Possibly the next one. And then we've also got more of Julie's Fairy Tale Cottage restoration.
Very exciting.
How's the timeline on that?
Great.
'Cause
All
last time I heard,
All good.
this was
Coming
going to
up
be
soon.
finished.
Coming up soon. Coming
Very
up
soon.
soon. Very soon. Thank you, everybody, and see you again back here next week.
Thanks, everyone.